Hello guys, Sue Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 172. And today we read you Walt Disney's Grandpa Bunny. So let's read it now, shall we? So we got for us. Excuse me. Walt Disney's Grandpa Bunny. Okay. This is a 1951 book, but it's been published it's been get it together, Jefferson. Anyway, but it was finished in 2007. Okay, told by Jane Warner. Okay, illustrated by the Walt Disney Studios. Okay, adopted by Dick Cussely and Bill Justice. Okay, from the motion picture film called Funny Little Bunnies. Okay, see here is the actual good Grandpa Bunny. Okay, it makes more sense in any way. Anyway, deep in the woods where the barrier bushes grow lies Bunnyville. Okay, busy little bunny rabbit town. Okay. Okay, we're at the 1 minute mark since then. Okay, good. And the very slow center, excuse me. Okay, anyway. In that busy little town stands his cottage, okay? Near Twig Cottage with a neat brown roof, okay? Which is known to be all as our very own home of great Grandpa Bunny, okay? Great Grandpa Bunny, as everybody knows, was an extra founder of this town, okay? Which is a very fine thing to be, okay? He liked to tell the young bunnies who always gather around how he and Mrs. Bunny, when they were very young, okay? Have found that very berry patch and built themselves that very same, very little twig house. Wow. Looks a little different than bunnies, like at a time Easter bunny difference, that's just me, of course. So yeah, it was more different than that. But anyway, next page. Anyway, always tell us about Easter. That's the same difference. Well, Easter's already passed in the past 2 months, but this is an Easter story we're talking about here. Anyway, it was a happy life they lived there. Okay, deep in the woods. Bring up the bunny family in the little house of twigs, okay? And of course, Daddy Bunny, so as he was called, then was busy with his job, okay? Decorating Easter eggs. Yeah, I was talking about mentioning that earlier, which, as I mentioned earlier, 2 months ago. Anyway, as the children grew up, to help paint Easter eggs, okay? As soon as they were all grown up, with families of their own, and that they built a ring, of houses all around their parents' home, okay? By and by, they have the town there, and they call it Bunnyville, okay? Which makes more sense in any way. Even though this might be a good book, to celebrate Easter, because and I don't know about you, but it's June 6th right now, and this Easter, and Easter's already sparing spring, that's me, of course. So yeah, I just want to make sure you guys are up there for that in a moment. Next page. Anyway, by the time Grandpa Bunny had lots of help paint the Easter eggs, so much there he begins to look for other jobs to do. He fought the young folks to paint flowers in the woods, okay? Makes more sense in any way. They tried out the new shades of green on mosses and ferns, okay? They made those woods so beautiful that everyone who went walking there marveled their colors, okay? Okay, my nose is keep running like that anyway. So it must be especially rich, okay? They said, or the rainfall especially wet. Wow. As the bunnies know would hear them and silently laugh, for they knew it was all their Grandpa Bunny's doing. And I have to agree with that, you know. They just need to do something, especially the voices by Bill Thompson, the voice of the White Rabbit and Alice in Wonderland in the movie the same year this book came out. Next page. Anyway, years went by, okay? Now there's what was even more families in Bunnyville. Great Grandpa Bunny had come to be Great Grandpa Bunny, but then how things go, he was still supervise all the Easter eggs pains. Okay, makes sense. Anyway, and the work on the flowers every spring. Okay, but he had so much help that between time he looked around the other jobs to do. Okay, so yeah, okay. He fought some of the boys to paint the leaves. Okay, purple for the gum trees and yellow for the elms, powder the scarlet for the scarlet apple trees. Through the woods, they scrub them with their brushes and their pails. Okay. Yeah, this also makes sense to you guys. So yeah, I just want to make sure that the Easter Bunny was celebrated, and that's why it makes sense to you. And Lucas, if you're watching this, buddy, it's for you. Next page. Anyway. Oh wow, comment me the whole thing you paid on for the album, okay? And everyone who was walking, who what said, never have been such color as these woods. This night has been especially for Frosty hereabouts, okay? And the buddies would hear them silently laugh, for they knew it was all their great grandpa Buddy's plan. Exactly. So it went. As the Easter rolled round, seasons rolled round, there was constantly more bunnies in the busy Bunnyville. Sorry about that, everyone. My nose is keep running again. I don't know why, but anyway. And Great Grandpa was busy finding jobs for him to do. Exactly. Like I was doing at Aqua. You just had to do something. So, yeah. That's me, of course. So, yeah, it'd be easier for me to do it. Next page. Anyway. He fought them in winter to paint shells in the snow. Like in Christmas time, that is. And pictures in frost and wintry winter panes, okay? Window panes, excuse me. And to polish up the diamonds, lights on glaring icicles. Kind of reminds me of the whole, let's say, Winter's Wonderful from the thing called, if you look back and waiting for Santa Barn Jokes video, you know what I'm talking about. And of course, I'm talking about the ones in Barney. You know, that's just me, of course. Next page. Anyway. Between that times, he told stories to each new crop. Bunny young, okay? Makes sense in any way. Around the cozy fire in this nest, little twig, home, okay? The bunny children love them, okay? And it's funny bunny tales, okay? Okay? And they love the new and different things he found for them to do, okay? Okay, sorry about that, everyone. I just don't know what happened there tonight at least. Anyway, but at last it does seem, he fought of everything, okay? He had crews of buddies trained to paint for the first tiny buds of spring, okay? Which, by the way, spring's almost over, okay? He had teams, who waited beside cocoons to touch up the wings of new butterflies, okay? Makes more sense to anybody? So yeah, it'd be good enough. So yeah, I really would appreciate that. So, yeah, just wanted to know about this book. But yeah. Anyways, next page. Anyway. So specialized in beetles, okay? Like the beetles from the 1960s, 1970s. Because Beatles came out in the 1960s till we break up in 1970. But anyway, in the band, I'm not talking about the band, but the Beatles bugs. Anyway, someone is creeping, crawling things. Okay. But anyway, so they have painted up the whole that wall wildwood, that till it speckled and green. Okay. And now the buddies wondered, what will he think of the next? Well, great grandpa began to stay at home a lot more, but he fought and fought and fought, and at last he told a secret to that season's buddy boys and girls. Children, great grandpa Belly Bunny said, I'm going to go away. And I'll tell you what my next job will be, if you promise not to say. Wow. If you're not going to pay, then what is your next chapter of your life, huh? So, it's not going to be paying, then what is it? You're going to retire? Or what? Next page. Anyway. So the bunny children promised, and the great grandpa Bunny went away. Sorry, it keeps flashing like that all the time. I don't know what happened. Anyway. The older bunnies miss him, and often they look sad. The bunny children look only small and look extremely wise, but they knew a secret they had promised not to tell. That one day, a rainy storm rained down on Bunnyville. Wow, it saddens me, I know. Everyone scampered home and stayed cozy and dry indoors. I felt worried for the rain, for the bunnies, saddens me, I know. But the thing is, it's just not good for the bunnies. That's just me, of course. It just saddens me. Next page. Anyway, after a while, the rain slowed to single driven drops. Then every front door opened, when all of a sudden, now the bunny children ran. I don't know what's going to happen next. Anyway. And it's true. The bunnies shied, and they did a bunny dance. Great grandpa's been at work again. Come see what he have done. Wow. It saddens me when it comes to all of this. Just never tell what the spoiler is, okay? Next page. Here comes... probably the last 2 pages of the book. Anyway. Well, and everyone walking out, they look up at the police surprise. Have you ever? They cry. Sorry about that, everyone. I don't know what to do next. Anyway. Have we ever seen a sunset go gorgeous bright? Wow. The little bunnies heard them, and they quietly chuckled, for they knew it was all great-grandpa Bunny's plan. Yep. And to be totally told, it had to be something, that should be, of course. Before I sneeze, I'm going to go into my last page of the book, and that is a colorful rainbow. So that was it, it was painted all by the colors of the rainbow. Excuse me. Excuse me. So that was Grandpa Bunny. What I think about this book, it was amazing. Sorry about that. I was sneezing after I read this book, but that's me, of course. So far, this book went to be assessed, and so far, I want to give this a classic a big rate, 10 out of 10. This is a great classic, and boy, I want to read this again for you guys, but believe me. Oh, man, sorry about that, everyone, to sniffle wise, but it truly is a classic. Sorry about that, I just don't know what happened to my nose here, but anyway. That was the Bedtime Stories, episode number 172. Hope you enjoyed. Now, I have to get ready for bed and not worry about my nose the rest of the night. Stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be Um, day number, let's say 6 of 27 to 27 birthday countdown special, along with 3 more shows. And then we got I've got Lunchtime Love Sex Club to deal with, and then my Bedtime Stories episode to deal with. Now, my excuse me, I gotta get ready for bed, and of course I'm gonna get ready for tomorrow and things like that. Till next time, Sue Jackson, bye, peace out, baby. Good more this episode. Till then, just say out. See ya.